There's a lot on the vaccine front today. Nice news out of the NIH that the Pfizer vaccine is getting good results in 12 to 15-year-olds. AZN, Germany's saying maybe now if you had dose 1 on AZN, you get dose 2 Moderna, given some of the blood clot issues that they're now putting on labels. And, Jim, a couple of trouble spots around the world. French Open just got delayed by a week. We know what France has been through. And Brazil, this P1 variant, more people died, Jim, in March than in any month so far during the pandemic. They had 4,200 deaths in a single day this week, which a lot of people are paying attention to.
Look, what a terrible situation. I know that where we are in this country is that if you catch it early enough, it's extremely unlikely that you're going to die. I do think that we're hurting because of J&J. I had thought that J&J would have far more, but that was Emergent Bio. And I think that if you take a look, Emergent Bio told me they were producing vials even in the fall. What happened to those? I mean, I had expected Johnson & Johnson to have about 150 million by now, and that would have been enough to be able to spread it to countries like Brazil, I think, if they had that. Obviously, it wasn't up to J&J. The articles about Emergent Bio, which has been on my show many times, David, make me feel like that if I were part of the FDA, I don't think I'd rubber stamp this one and say, listen, we really need this drug. I just don't think that's going to happen, judging by the safety record.
Yeah, well, you're referring, of course, to the manufacturing screw-up that resulted in quite a few doses going bad or not getting there at all, Jim. You know, still in this country, let's be clear, April 19th, I believe, is now the date at which I think the administration has said everybody will be doses will be available to everybody, right? From, I think it's at age 16, guys. But Brazil has got to be is certainly scary, and let's not forget, large parts of Europe are still in shutdown in the same way that they were a year ago, and then obviously they reopened, only to close again, and reopen and close. That's not an insignificant economy that we're talking about, and that has got to be something that people are continuing to be aware of. Although here, Jim, we're still doing over 3 million shots a day.
But we have no uniform policy about what happens after you're vaccinated, whether it means that you're able to go here or there. We don't know what's going on in corporations. It's just a mess. We want to get everyone vaccinated in order for herd immunity, but it's just crazy. You know, by the way, Carl, if you live in Europe, you may have that AstraZeneca be approved, but I think that the tenor of people is, you know what, I'll do better getting it than getting the AstraZeneca. I really think that the publicity here is horrible. And they better get a new vaccine over there, because I don't believe, Carl, they can prove that all they want. I just think that there's a clarion call that this thing could kill you. And I look, right or wrong, that's what people are saying over there. So that's one of the reasons, Carl, why you could have countries that are so far behind. We do not have that. One of the great things about Pfizer and Moderna is I've never heard anyone say anything other than the second shot Moderna gets you sick for 24 hours. Nothing else.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.